Hey, so today was a weird day, to be honest. Today was a weird day because I uh, I was presented with an opportunity to be a sales rep into an offer, okay? And it was weird because at that moment, right? It was like God. I feel like it was like God testing me whether I should step down of my comfortability right now and actually put myself into an uncomfortable position, right? Where I have to make the choice of choosing being in a job where I'm guaranteed to make money or being into a place where I'm not guaranteed to make money. But I could make more money than what I'm currently making. And I feel like I failed this test today and I actually want to record this because it's very important to me that the choices we make in life do affect our future. Because for instance, I had an interview coming up with this sales with this guy. Okay, he has an offer. It was a good offer. He told me he was doing a bunch of money a month. I was sold into it, but we had some technical issues, so we had to push it back to 30 minutes later, which is fine. Okay, which is fine. But I realized at that moment, wait a minute, I have work in 30 minutes. I can't do this 30 minutes. But at that moment, I was fighting whether to stay here at my room and to actually go full fledged with this interview or to just go to work and just pretty much put myself into a comfortable position where I feel at ease that I'm making money because right now with sales I'm not making money, but that's besides the point. Okay, and it just feel like today was a test from God, because what happens if it's like here's how it could have gone. Okay, I could have gone in onboarded, right? I know I could have gone onboarded, and I could have been in a sales position where I'm making a lot of money, or I could be in an offer just like these past three offers, making not making any money, right? Wasting my time, wasting my dialing, wasting my DMs, right? Spending countless of hours more than my current job just to make like what 225, like fucking every 2 weeks. But that's the thing though. I would have never known unless I took action and took the risk into actually applying myself to get myself into an interview rather than stepping down into my comfort zone, because that's the thing. I contradict myself. Now I'm thinking about I'm contradicting myself every time I'm with these mock calls or these sales calls, right? These role plays. I always say, okay, man. So where do you think we grow? Do you think we grow from being in comfortable positions or being in uncomfortable positions? And they always say uncomfortable positions. And I say, I agree, man, because like what happens if we just keep on making the same decisions we've been doing for the past 2 years, bro? And I guess nothing would change, right? And that literally applies to me. Like what happens if I just keep on, making a decision and just going to work, right? Being, like having that certainty that I'm gonna make money from that work because it's guaranteed because it's a job. But with sales, it's commission based and it's all depending on your skill. Okay, and if you don't apply yourself into sales and you actually take the time to learn it and to master it, you're not going to make any money. Okay, but what's been what's late what's been discouraging me is that I've been putting in the hours, so much hours into sales, to the point where I'm literally passing out from my desk and I'm not just getting results, which is very discouraging, man. This is very discouraging because, bro, I got into this space, right? Not knowing what it was. But I took the first step of investing myself a lot of money just to, you know, make that progress happen quicker. Like, if you know what I mean. And like, it's pretty much a mentorship. But I invested into myself. I took the first step. Now all I have to do is apply what I've learned into these things. But here's the thing. When opportunities get presented to me, I start hesitating and I don't know why. Okay, maybe it's just fear. But here's the thing though. If it's just fear, right? We will always live in fear. If we live in a life full of fear, we're never gonna get anywhere. Because the fear will always exist. Right? You always just gotta overcome it. Of course, people get scared of anything, but in this case, I'm making a decision, right? Whether to quit my job or to quit my job and get into sales, or stay on my job, right? Do it part time for a bit, so I still have that certainty that I'm gonna make money, guaranteed, no matter what. But have part time with sales. But in that case, if I'm part time, not having the full availability, I'm not gonna get placed into offers, bro. And that's exactly what I'm trying to separate myself from. And it's been thinking on my head for the past 2 days, bro. No, 2 fucking weeks. And bro, it's just so it's like it's so fucking terrible, man. Cause dude, I'm I want to make money. I say I want to make money. I say I want to do all these things, but my mind is just saying no and no, no and no. But my body wants to keep going. But if I don't change my mindset of how, if I don't change the way I'm thinking right now, I will never get to anywhere. And this is why I'm recording this video, because I want to look back to my past self, once in my 20s, being a millionaire, being rich, being financially free, like I always want to say. Because moments like these depict whether things will change or things will stay the same, still the same. So here's what I've done. I'm giving myself not a time limit, but an income limit, right? I will make 1 to 2K, right, from this job, and then once I make that goal, I'm gonna quit it and go full time into sales, because I will use what I currently have as an investment to fund whatever I'm doing in terms of all leads or coaching or blah blah whatever, man. Like any sort of investment, I will use what I have so that I can put myself into a better position compared to where I'm at now, so that I don't have to be stuck working a 9 to 5 job like most people, so that I could actually be 18, 19 years old. Like before my birthday, I could probably be successful making 10K a month, bro. And I know it's possible because I've seen people do it. But what's holding me back is a commitment. And that's the thing. Commitment is what matters the most. You could have the knowledge, the info on what you know, right? You could have the knowledge. You could have the knowledge and you could have like what, the money. But if you don't have what it takes, if you don't have the commitment, you're never gonna reach it. You're never gonna achieve those goals. It's just simple as that. It's really simple as that. And that's why I'm making this video, to see how things will change. And if things will change by the time I watch this video again, because I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I'll be able to do. Because I'm 18 years old, I've already taken the first step into investing myself thousands of dollars into a mentorship, and no one knows about it except my parents, not my friends, or nothing. Okay, so let's move on forward, man. It was nice talking to y'all. This is my first time talking to a camera. This is gonna be my first YouTube video, to be honest. It's gonna be a shitty fucking background because I don't have a fancy camera, but dude, this right here is the beginning of my content creation journey. And you guys are going to be the first people to watch it, man. Take care.